Hi there. Welcome back to Straight from the Doctor's Desk with me, Dr. Andrea Purcell. Today's topic is inflammation. What is inflammation and why should you care about it? Inflammation is a natural part of the human body. You scrape your elbow, it triggers a host of reactions to bleed, clot, redness, swelling, scab, and then new skin growth. This is part of the healing process. Acute inflammation is good, and we need to be able to repair from injuries. The negative issues arise with chronic, long-standing inflammation. Inflammation that hangs around sets us up for chronic disease and diminished quality of life. Chronic inflammation has been linked to heart disease, diabetes, arthritis, digestive upset, and more. In this video, I'm going to show you what inflammation is and how it can affect your health. Thank you for joining me. I am Dr. Andrea Purcell, and I help women struggling with health and hormonal issues reclaim their health and their life without drugs or surgery using natural medicine. So let's jump right in here and start talking about inflammation. So let me break down what this stuff actually is, what it does for us, and why you should care about it. Are you inflamed? Inflammation is a natural response of the body's immune system to injury or illness. It's important to know that inflammation is not always bad. It can be an essential part of your body's healing process, especially during acute injuries. Inflammation becomes troublesome when it hangs around too long, and we call that chronic inflammation. Your body is supposed to respond and then heal from an injury, not continue to respond day after day, month after month. Chronic inflammation can lead to some very serious health problems if left unchecked. Inflammation may lead to heart disease, diabetes, cancer, Alzheimer's disease, and other chronic illnesses. What about allergies? Do you suffer from allergies that last all year long, or struggle with digestive upset that seems to just be worsening over time? These too are signs of inflammation. Long-term allergies trigger an inflammatory response in the body, and just like a light switch that gets turned on causes the body to switch on into response mode, releasing histamine, mucus to fight the perceived attack on the body. Likewise, an inflamed digestive system won't be able to relax if irritating foods continue to be introduced. The body doesn't get a break and thereby stays in this long-term inflamed state. So how do we reduce our inflammation in our bodies? There are many ways. Inflammation has a lot to do with diet and lifestyle choices. So inflammation buster number one that I have for you is eating whole foods. Whole foods like fruits and vegetables, lean meat, your gluten-free grain, nuts and seeds, staying away from processed foods. So how do you know if something is processed? Well, generally speaking, it comes in a bag, a box, or a can, and it has taken many steps to get it into that form, and it's far removed from nature or its natural state. Let's take a Cheez-It, for example. Do Cheez-Its grow on a farm? No, but wheat, milk, and cheese do come from farms. However, how many steps of processing does it take to make a Cheez-It? I would guess at least 15 or 20 steps so that it qualifies as a processed food. Let's take another example, tomato sauce. Tomatoes come from a farm, but tomato sauce doesn't. How many steps does it take to make tomato sauce from tomatoes? You put the tomatoes in a pot, you turn on the heat, you add basil, onion, salt, and water. So somewhere between 1 and 3 steps. Tomato sauce is minimally processed. So now you get the idea. I want to talk about 5 powerful foods and or supplements that help fight inflammation. The first are leafy greens: spinach, lettuce, bok choy, Swiss chard, collard greens, arugula, mache, even butterleaf lettuce. Aim for 2 to 3 cups a day of these leafy greens. Next on the list are dark or brightly colored fruits. So all berries, figs, cherries, red apples, oranges, papaya, and mango. Third, inflammation buster, curcumin, derived from turmeric root, typically found as a supplement. It's fat soluble, can be taken in capsules, with meals in order to be properly absorbed. Boswellia, another powerful anti-inflammatory supplement derived from Indian frankincense, well studied for arthritis, pain, and inflammation. It's very safe and free from side effects, unlike pharmaceutical anti-inflammatory drugs. Next on the list is melatonin. Known as a sleep aid, melatonin has been clinically proven to increase the body's immune capabilities to fight viruses, bacteria, and parasites. This lowers inflammation caused by chronic infections. All right, inflammation buster number 2, exercising regularly. Our bodies are designed to move. They are not meant to be sedentary. I'm sure you've heard that sitting is now the new smoking. According to a new study, Americans spend more than half their waking hours sitting. That increases your risks for blood clots, swelling, cardiovascular disease, and dementia. Any movement is good movement. Start with taking a 20-minute walk each day. You can even divide it up into 2 10-minute walks. Make it a habit, and it will be something that you look forward to. And it'll be good for your health. Inflammation buster number 3, getting good sleep and sleeping well. Sleep is essential for keeping inflammation in check. By simply going to bed before midnight, waking up in the early morning light, we're taking part in the natural rhythm. Women who stay up later and sleep in later and who have difficulty sleeping have more inflammation. The rule here is to go to sleep with the birds and wake up with the birds. The birds do follow the natural rhythm, and we are part of that rhythm. In our discussion earlier, I mentioned melatonin. Known as a sleep aid, melatonin has been clinically proven to increase the body's immune capabilities to fight viruses, bacteria, and parasites, which in turn lowers our level of inflammation caused by chronic infections. As we age, melatonin production can diminish. Difficulty falling asleep can be a sign of a melatonin deficiency. Inflammation buster number 4, managing our stress levels. It's important to build something just for you into each day. Some way for you to have fun, incorporate laughter, honestly, are some of the best ways. Other things to do, practicing mindfulness techniques such as breathing, prayer, meditation, or yoga. What happens when we breathe deeply? Well, it sends oxygen to every cell in the body. The carbon dioxide waste manufactured from many chemical processes is expelled as we breathe out. Most of us breathe in a shallow way without engaging the diaphragm. If you're not sure if you're breathing deeply, you could try a deep sigh to get things moving. And then you really want to aim for about 10 breaths a minute, breathing in through your nose and releasing completely out through your mouth. Breathing and relaxation go hand in hand. With deeper breaths, the parasympathetic nervous system takes over, and this lowers heart rate, blood pressure, and cortisol levels. High cortisol is linked with high inflammation. Chronic inflammation is one of the main reasons behind chronic disease epidemic that we have these days, and it really makes sense then to help reduce inflammation naturally. I hope you found this information useful, and you can find out more about me and how I help people just like you on my website at www.drandreapurcell.com. Come back again, check out another one of my YouTube videos on addressing health naturally. Ciao for now.